allegation that there was collusion. Now, to what extent is the argument fair that this could not have happened without political backing? The fact that Vijay Mallya continued to enjoy support from the banks in spite of crisis brewing within the Kingfisher Airlines for 8 years without any profit making.
Basically, most of the banks, they are the independent entities. They do not depend upon the government to take their day-to-day decisions. But it was such a major decision where the CMDs could not have decided. Maybe they wanted a help or maybe a hint from the government. And in this particular case, if you see the IDBI CMD after being arrested, so things are coming out that there was some government interference in the whole process. And as we have seen in the correspondence also, Mr. Vijay Mallya is thanking the Prime Minister for his help. So that is clearly an indication that Prime Minister did put in a word to the CMDs of some banks from which Mr. Mallya had taken some loan, and his bank accounts had been frozen, and he was not being allowed further loan. So the Prime Minister did put in a word to say that maybe some more funds may be released by the banks so that the company may remain afloat for some more time. But if it was such a sinking ship, so it was not prudent for the banks to have released more funds, because in any case they were getting NPAs, non-performing assets. So putting more money into a sinking ship isn't wise.
Putting more money in a sinking ship is not wise. Let me now take in a word from you, Ami Yagnik, spokesperson of the Congress. Your response to some serious allegations that have been levied by the Bharatiya Janata Party of how India's former Prime Minister actually went out of the way to try and bail out failed industrialist Vijay Mallya. Your response?
First of all, there are allegations that completely some kind of strange allegations in the air without any proper documentation. A couple of emails are shown by someone who has written them to the former Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Singh, and well said that yes, you have tried to help, but tried to help and actually direct somebody that you please help shows there is some kind of intention. But yes, when there was privatization post 90 and liberalization and foreign investment or domestic investment was encouraged, when some particular business house has fallen into some deep trouble and has asked for some kind of a help or some kind of troubles, that yes, I need some kind of a help, and if the Honorable Prime Minister has said something that yes, in the age of privatization we do not need to see so much investment failing or business failing, we would like to see that you are helped out. But that doesn't mean that the Honorable Prime Minister has told the banks who are autonomous that yes, you come out and give him so much money. The fact remains that despite there being a 9,000 crore loan given to several companies of Mr. Mallya, on the very day when the matter is before the Honorable Apex Court and the Honorable Attorney General says that he has gone away. So the BJP, the ruling party, knew that here is a man who is being investigated into, his affairs are being investigated into, there's a lookout notice for him, and yet he flees the country under the very nose of this honorable, under this ruling government. So there is a practically a graver charge against this ruling party. Forget about the allegations. Anyone can write a letter to the Honorable Prime Minister. Today also there are allegations against Mr. Narendra Modi about Sahara and Birla. Has he come forward and clarified? Though there are written allegations before the investigating, before the income tax. So let us not go into allegations. Here are very, very strong charges against the ruling government for saying that this particular person has fled away from the country and no money is brought back.
All right, let me just also take that point forward with Mr. Gupta. We will, of course, be getting in a word from the spokesperson of the BJP in just a short bit. The kind of allegations and counter-allegations that we've listened to, sir, for the past 2 days and today with those fresh allegations being made by the BJP, do you term these just as political posturing? Are you also questioning the timing of these allegations? Because these letters have been in the public domain. There are investigations being conducted, 1.5 lakh emails we were told earlier on, are being looked into. So are you looking at the timing being suspect here?
Of course, the timing is important because elections to 5 assemblies are already underway, and 2 states are going to pose in say less than a week's time. So timing is suspect, and as you said, that the mails were already in public domain for a long time. So what was the need to rake it up at such a time? So timing is suspect, and if I can say, the same is true for Birla and Sahara papers, which Ami Yagnik was referring to, because these papers were also in the public domain for a long time, and they had also been rejected to be further investigated by Supreme Court, and still the Congress keeps on referring to Birla and Sahara papers time and again. So these are allegations and counter allegations that keep on going, but the fact is that he was given money, and also it's another fact that he was allowed to flee when he was being investigated. So both are facts, and they are incontrovertible facts.
All right, also coming to you on the aspect of the investigation of the bankers. Now, if the BJP and the Congress, of course, are alleging that their representatives had in fact colluded with the banks, are you suggesting then that the buck stops with the bankers there?
No, I am not saying that. The banks are independent entities, I told you in the beginning. But were they authorized, or were they bold enough to sink more of their money